Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Otto Pendant. This is the 134405. A lot of details, so let's jump into this. So basically what you have is a big bubble of clear glass with the light source in the middle of it, and then you have two of these kind of telescoping rods going up, and they're going to be going into a canopy on the ceiling. So let's get into the size of the fixture itself. So, which is really just the bottom part, the glass part, and that's going to be 20 inches high, 28.4 inches side to side, and then 20 inches deep. And then overall height, now you're going to have three different adjustable ranges in that pull down menu, and that's going to be measured from the bottom of the fixture now to the ceiling itself. So you've got the short is 35 to 48.8, standard is 47.3 to 69.7, and then the long is 51 to 78.5. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 134405 and you need it to be X, and that X could be 114 inches or whatever. Tell me what you're looking for, a solid number. I'm going to send that over to Hubbardton Forge's Customs Department. It's going to go through some engineers and come back to us with an answer of how we can help you. Adds a little time and money, but we do it all the time, not a big deal. So canopy up in the ceiling is going to be going over your 4-inch junction box, and that's going to be a 10.5-inch round diameter canopy. Show you more information about this is we want to look at the installations instructions. So how we do that is we look over on this side of the screen, midway down, if you're on the page for this, and you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open it up for me. It is going to show you lots of great information. It's going to show you inside diagrams of the canopy that goes over this junction box up on the ceiling. It's going to show you how these telescoping rods go together. And how they do go together is there's a smaller rod going into a bigger rod. Where they come together is called a clutch right here. It has a plastic friction sleeve hiding inside. You can't see it. And then right on the side is a tiny little hex nut. So during your installation, you're going to bring it up and down. You don't cut wires until you're all done. Bring it up and down, get it where you want it to be, and then you're going to lock it into place using that little set screw, basically. And it's going to keep it from going up and down, so it'll just stay where you want it to be. Cool thing about this is you can have it where the light source, the bar inside, is level, or you can have one of these slightly longer and kind of pivot it down a bit. It's kind of a cool look. Slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees, very easy. The finish on this is basically kind of locks you into what you see there. So you have black finish from Hubbardton Forge, and then you have brass accents, so there's no other option for that. As far as what's going inside of this for lamping, on each side of these pieces here that are holding the glass, you're going to have sockets, and the sockets are going to be able to hold what's called an A19 bulb. A19 is the size of a bulb we all grew up with, and it's easy to get. We all know it's easy to get. If you want to do incandescent, you can do two 75-watt max, and that's because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. But if you want to do LED, it's totally up to you. And there's tons of LEDs out there that are A19s that'll give you more light than a 75-watt incandescent. So I've seen, let's see if I have one here. Well, this is this. Yeah, here's one right here. Okay, so this is an A19 LED. These are actually both LEDs. This is the whiter one with the plastic cover, and this is the phosphorus one that has the little things inside, those little orange lines and strips. So I've seen these at Walmart up to 100 watt to 150 watt equivalent dimmable, and that's kind of where you want to go with this. You want to be able to dim it down. You should be able to find them in this kind of style too, and these will fit in there with no problem. I always talk about the color of light with these things, and the color of light with LEDs is going to give you a spectrum. So you have super yellow light, and that's going to be 2700 Kelvin, and that's very pretty. However, you have a lot more to go with that. On the other side of this is going to be called daylight, which sounds warm and it's not warm. That's going to be a very cold blue light. That's kind of like a hospital waiting room. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin on a Kelvin scale. On the box when you buy your bulbs, there's a little chart and a little line that says 2,700 Kelvin on one end, and it's going to have on the other end probably 4,000 or 5,000 Kelvin, and then you're going to have a little arrow kind of pointing where that bulb is on that spectrum. So make sure you kind of keep an eye on that. What we like to use in our showroom, and what I would probably recommend, is going to be called warm white, and that's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. 3,000 Kelvin is this nice warm glow that's coming down on my hands right now. That's what we use here, and that's, like I said, 3,000 Kelvin. So my pick would just, hit any kind of grocery store or, your Ace Hardware or any of those places, but you can buy them online or at Home Depot, and you'd probably most likely want to go for like a 100-watt equivalent if you can get them. Warm white, which is going to be that 3,000 Kelvin, and make sure it's dimmable. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a what's on display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance Center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the Clearance Center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.